Welcome to Maryland Coast Adventures. I'm Dawn Eman, your host, and today we have two fabulous adventures. First, we're going to go kayaking and canoeing down the Pocomoke with Pocomoke River Canoe Company. Next, we're headed to Ocean Downs to experience what the Kentucky Derby is like there at the Downs.
Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's coast naturally cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
Hi, Dawn. Good to see you.
Good to see you too,
Thank
Barry.
you.
I'm Dawn Eman with Maryland Coast Adventures, and we're here today with Barry Laws from Pocomoke River Canoe Company. Barry, tell us what we're going to experience today on our canoe kayaking adventure.
Well, we're going to take you up on the river, and you're going to paddle down through Cypress Swamp. It's beautiful. There's no development. It's all wild and all that kind of thing. Flat water, and it's something to see. It really is pretty. So, Dawn, what we're going to do today, we'll start here. We're going to drive you up here to Red House Road on Nassawonga Creek. You'll come down to the next bridge, which is Nassawonga Creek Road, and that will be your trip today. We have other trips. Most popular trip, we take people up to Porter's Crossing and drop them off. They come through the Cypress Swamp and end up at Snow Hill at our dock. This one also you can come back to our dock, but a lot of people just go from bridge to bridge. You also can go downriver to Shad Landing or Milburn Landing. All those trips are very pretty. This area gets a little busy during the weekends, but this doesn't. There's generally no motorboats up here, and you have it all to yourselves.
It's time to get loaded up and head to Nassawonga Creek for our adventure. It was a really easy transition from the van into the water. The water was flat calm, and it was a beautiful start to our adventure. Some entries into the water were definitely better than others, but we were off to a great start.
Oh, this is so pretty! Wow. Hey, listen, I have a fun fact. The Pocomoke River is the deepest river in the world. Or no, for its width. Yeah. It's like 75 feet.
Sean, what the hell are you doing? It's not going to be good. Good.
As we headed down the creek, everyone was getting adjusted to their kayaks and canoes. I was lucky enough to bring some friends along, and some were more experienced than others. Definitely at times it showed. Once the group got a little organized and more comfortable, we all started to take in the natural beauty of our surroundings and started to really enjoy our journey. It was so quiet and peaceful as we paddled our way down Nassawonga Creek until we spotted an otter. Some of my friends got a little excited, and it might have been scared, and we definitely scared our little otter away, but it was exciting.
Help!
Oh, there it is. It's an otter. It is an otter. Yeah.
It's a muskrat.
Muskrat otter.
Muskrat love.
Yeah, where to go?
Did you get video of it?
There it is. I don't know. It's not a nutria.
Oh, it's got a big nest. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That would be cool if we got that on video.
As we continued down Nassawonga Creek, it was so quiet and flat. It felt like we were miles away from civilization when we even spotted an eagle above us.
Book your next trip in beautiful Maryland's coast. Stroll the downtown streets and enjoy shopping locally in Pocomoke City, Snow Hill, and Berlin. Dine at farm-to-table restaurants or enjoy the nightlife throughout Ocean City. Looking for outdoor adventure? Reserve your tee time at one of the 17 championship golf courses. Take a ride through Assateague Island National Seashore to view the wild ponies or camp in the Pocomoke River State Forest. Visit the serene landscape and be immersed in nature throughout Worcester County, Maryland. Start planning your trip today.
Visit Secrets, Jamaica, USA, where it feels like the tropics all year long. Enjoy delicious happy hour drink specials from 4 to 7 and nightly food specials Thursday and Sunday. Then get ready for the perfect night out. Home to the Morley Hall nightclub, Secrets is your entertainment hotspot with live music every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Secrets, 49th Street and the Bay, Jamaica, USA. Find us and get lost.
Welcome back to Maryland's Coast Adventures as we continue our adventure with the Pocomoke River Canoe Company, winding our way down Nasawanga Creek and through Cypress Swamp. After being on the water, you start to realize how easy this is. It really is something everyone can do. And I have to say, the kayaks are a lot easier to navigate than the canoes. But with the calmness of the water, even my first-time kayakers and canoers had no problem navigating their way down the creek. The amount of water lilies were encountered on our path was breathtaking. At times, it seemed like we were surrounded by them in a meadow. These beautiful plants blossom into a bright yellow in late May through October and are just amazing.
What a beautiful day, isn't it great? Easy, because the current's pushing us too. The wind is blocked here, and the sun has decided to come out. Wait, do we challenge ourselves and go down that path is the question.
Do it.
Paddling through this narrow area surrounded by the lilies was a little bit of a risk, as my paddle did touch the bottom a few times, so most of my friends decided to take the safe path.
You guys are doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than me.
We haven't flipped around yet. I did run into one tree though.
Chatting, we're just chatting and chilling. I like it.
The trees are amazing.
I even got my my logo hat Barry gave me.
As we continue to make our way down Nasawanga Creek, the creek begins to get a little wider, and that's always a good thing for our first-time canoers and kayakers. It really is a relaxing and beautiful place to spend your day.
Toyota pioneered the more efficient way to drive. And now, we're taking things even further. Efficiency for every lifestyle, performance for any terrain, giving you the freedom to go the distance and the power to find your way home. The future of dependability is here with Toyota's full line of electrified vehicles. More power, less gas. Reserve yours today. Toyota. Let's go places.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
Let's sit down to my favorite bar. Been rocking for 20, won't give so far. The Green Turtle gonna have some.
Welcome to the original Green Turtle in Ocean City, a neighborhood favorite with a mouth-watering menu, the best bar in town, a huge game room, plus the apparel and gift shop. There's nothing like the original Green Turtle in Ocean City.
Let's sit down to the turtle again tonight, yeah.
Welcome back to Maryland's Coast Adventures. I decided to take a quick break and enjoy the sunshine.
What a beautiful day. As you can see, it's pure glass out here. The sun decided to come out super strong, blue skies. You can hear the birds chirping. We haven't seen a lot of wildlife. We did see an otter, scared some few people, and strong current, so it hasn't been that strenuous of a paddle.
As you would expect in a place like this, there are many species of birds and reptiles that call the Nasawanga Creek and Cypress Swamp home. Nasawanga Creek is one of the last pieces of true wilderness left on the East Coast. Dominated by bald cypress and black gum, the massive trees of this primeval forest envelop visitors with ample shade and security. Starting with the gift of 154 acres given by E. Stanton Atkins in 1978, the effort to establish the preserve was spearheaded and led by a group of Worcester County residents who recognized the beauty and diversity of Nasawanga Creek and its intrinsic value to the region. For more than 40 years, TNC has worked to protect 14,787 acres of swamp and upland forest along Nasawanga Creek. Today, the preserve includes 9,953 acres of this land and is one of the northernmost remaining examples of a bald cypress swamp. Nasawanga is home to an abundant array of wildlife and native plants. Bobcat, mink, fox, and a host of interior forest nesting bird species thrive here as a result of maturity, ecological integrity, and relative scarcity of harmful invasive plants and animals. Rare plants such as pink lady slipper, cardinal flower, and Indian pipe color the forest floor. With more than 60 recorded species of migratory birds, such as the scarlet tanager, yellow-throated vireos, and prothonotary warbler, there's no doubt that Nasawanga Creek is a critical stopover point for migratory birds. The preserve's Cobbler Payne Forest is a part of an Audubon important birding area. As we finish up this awesome adventure, I want to thank my friends for sharing this experience with me. This truly is a beautiful place to experience, and I can't wait to discover other paddles with the Pocomoke River Canoe Company.
I think you and push it up a little bit out of the way. Now here.
Jimmy!
Wait, you're gonna get out. Give me your hand.
The ocean's too big. It's
Right there, right here. Got it?
Woo! Thank you.
Come in hot.
Ah, that was so fun! Coming in hot.
Go high though. Go high.
Thank you.
You guys needed the double paddle. I don't know why.
Thank you. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
The canoe. I don't know yours. I don't know how hard yours was. Yours seemed like.
No, we were kind of, and then you can kind of float. And if you just kind of keep the paddle in the water and just do the direction and all, it like really.
I mean, I figured it out after a half hour.
Well, next time you'll be a pro.
What a great day on the water. Beautiful blue sky. Nature was amazing to see all the trees. We saw an otter and just took it all in. Super relaxing. We had the current going with us. Thanks a lot to Pocomoke River Canoe Company for having us here today. Next up, we're headed to Ocean Downs to check out everything with the Kentucky Derby.
Whatever the season, you'll surely have the time of your life in Ocean City. Golfers will find 17 area championship golf courses, including Ocean City's own Eagles Landing. Ocean City Golf Club features a totally redesigned and rebuilt Newport Bay course. Rum Point overlooks Assateague Island National Seashore and the Sinnapuxet Bay. Lighthouse Sound offers a great variety in terms of both its great visual excitement and strategy. The newest addition to the Ruark Golf family is the Glen Riddle Golf Club. Baywood Greens offers golfers the most scenic and spectacular golf on the Delmarva Peninsula. Delaware's premier golf course is the Bayside Resort Golf Club. Bear Trap Dunes Golf Club offers one of the area's most unique and memorable golf experiences on the Eastern Shore. Ocean Pines Golf and Country Club is home to the Delmarva Peninsula's only championship golf course, designed by the legendary Robert Trent Jones Sr. Ocean City, Maryland. Great golf is just the beginning.
Maryland's coast is truly unique, and you're invited to stay here and explore everything there is to see and do. Get ready to go on an adventure to view the wild ponies of Assateague Island National Seashore. Be immersed by beauty at the various art galleries. Book your tee time at one of the 17 championship golf courses, or visit the downtown areas to indulge in delicious food and shopping local. Book your next trip today at visitmarylandscoast.org.
I'm here today with Mike Kindy, and he's going to tell us all that they have to offer as they are associated with Churchill Downs.
All right, thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome.
So today is Derby Day, which is very important to us at Ocean Downs. We are a Churchill Downs property, so we take it very serious. Today we just ended our Derby Day Dog Parade, our second annual, very successful, great turnout, a lot of dogs, a lot of walkers, a lot of money raised for the Humane Society, hopefully.
That's fantastic.
We're going to go into registration for our Crab Derby. It's going to be our inaugural Crab Derby, going to happen right out on the track here. 4 p.m. Crabs are going to race. People are going to buy numbers. All those proceeds are going to go to the Ocean City Surf Club and keeping our local beaches and bays clean.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we have our hat contest. Big hat contest every year. We've had almost 75 participants sign up.
That's
so
fantastic.
We're going to see a lot of beautiful, creative, elegant hats. Then we have our big party for the viewing at Churchill Downs. We're going to simulcast that live in our event center. We're going to have great food and drink, and a lot of our great players are going to come to that. And then we have a concert right after the Derby, 8 p.m. tonight. And that's pretty much how we're going to shut down Derby Day.
Okay.
We have some other big events on the track this summer, starting with our performers party. You know, we have all the air show performers come here. We throw a party for them. We do a meet and greet. We have the Hogs for Heroes who they're, ride around the track with their Six Flags. And we have our free concert. It's going to be Eagle Mania, the #1 Eagles tribute. So, you'll be able to go on Eventbrite, sign up for that all the way until the 9th, June 9th. After that, our big event on the track will be our camel ostrich races.
I was wondering if that was coming back. I've been here, witnessed that.
We can do it. So July 2nd, Sunday, is going to be the big night for camel and ostriches on the track.
That'd be big with July 4th being a couple days after.
We expect more than 2,500 people on the track itself. We almost had 5,000 in this auxiliary lot and in the parking lot trying to watch last year.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's definitely a first come, first serve event.
Okay.
And we're going to close our season out with a really big event in September, end of September. It's going to be where the surf meets the turf. We're going to do a huge concert series all day, cover bands, ending with some great headliners, just like we have DSB tonight and Eagle Mania later. We're going to have some great cover bands that day. And there's going to be all grills all along the track and tents. And you'll be able to buy tickets to the concert series and then buy tickets to go taste. And there's a $5,000 prize for first place for that steak cook-off.
You have a lot going on here.
It's
Everything
gonna be
sounds
big
great.
Season.
What about Sunday and Monday nights? Don't you have a little bit of racing going on as well?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have live racing every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and then Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays in July and August. Racing is open to the entire public. It is free to attend. You have to be 18 or older to place bets, but we have a lot of family-friendly events like face painters, jugglers, stilt walkers, petting zoos. Just check our website and our racing calendar for that.
Okay.
We put out rack cards and we put out posters, and those will go to some of our local area hotel partners as well.
And what's the website to check where all these events are coming up?
OceanDowns.com.
Okay,
Of course.
fantastic. Well, thank you for your time today. I'm actually going to head inside now to get a little education on handicapping so I can maybe place some bets for the actual Derby.
Well,
thanks again.
You're very welcome. Enjoy, and when you learn something, tell me about it.
Will do. Well, I ran into an old friend, Bobby Vermillion, and this is a great spot to come after you play a round of golf at Glen Riddle. I usually bet by picking my favorite number and the favorite name, but today Bobby's going to educate me on handicaps, hopefully so I can win some money today from the Kentucky Derby.
You know, I'm not the best handicapper in the world, but I do enjoy horse racing. I love to handicap. And when I do, Dawn, the first thing I do is get a racing form. And here in Ocean City, it's great because you can play golf at any of our golf courses here in Ocean City. Obviously, Glen Riddle is right next door. Rich history in horse racing there with War Admiral and Man of War golf courses. You come here, grab a racing form, sit down. A couple big things and big points to look at are obviously the jockey and the trainer. That's very important because you got to see how the horse is bred as well, how much they paid for the horse. There's a line at the end of the racing form where you can see how many races they've run, on what surfaces they run. You know, some races are raced on dirt, some are on grass, and so you have to see how they run on each surface.
Does it show you the winnings too?
It shows you the winnings, how much money the horse has won. You know, if a horse has won a lot of money, it's probably a good horse to bet. Also, some horses don't win a lot, but they cash a ticket a lot, like a golfer. They may not win a lot of tournaments, but they're in the money a lot. So what I try to do is I try to find a horse that I think can win that maybe has some higher odds. I'm not one of the guys that bets favorites. I tend to stay away from the favorites. Favorites win about 33% of the time. So even if you're betting favorites, you know, the odds are against you.
Right,
You're going to lose 60% of the time. So, you know, you look at it, and I try to find a horse that's got good speed numbers. That's the other thing that you can look at. You can go a couple races back. I like to add the last two buyer or speed numbers together. Come
What
up
is
with
speed
a total.
number? What is that?
It's how fast they race according to the conditions and the field their last couple races.
So if it's a muddy track versus dry. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. It'll tell you if it's muddy, it'll tell you the conditions, and then it'll have the speed based on those conditions and the race. It also tells you how much money they race for. You know, if a horse is racing for $20,000 and then they step him up to $100,000, that's a big jump, and it's a big jump in class. Believe it or not, you know, some horses are prettier and better than others. They just are.
Right.
And there's an old saying sometimes, like, a horse that's not bred as well sometimes doesn't want to beat a horse that's bred a little bit better. So there's a lot that goes into this. But if you're somebody that just loves horse racing, look at the horse, look at the name. You can watch them before in the paddock, see how they move around. If they're frisky and they're moving around, bet the horse and have a good time. It's all for fun, for sure.
Right. Well, you know a little bit more about horse racing. Weren't you behind kind of jockeying a horse here at Ocean Downs?
Well, I have a little history on this racetrack. Back many years ago, I think it was in 1998, I did a harness race here And it was something that was very frightening, but it was amazing. I actually won the race. I slid in the inside rail and beat Batman, and it was a great memory. They asked me if I wanted to come back and do it again, and I said absolutely not. It was horrifying. It was scary, but it was a lot of fun for sure.
Well, thank you, Bobby. I'm going to have to look at the form before I place my bets today. I'll be heading up there, but maybe I can use some of your tips and strike some gold today.
All right, you got it. Good luck.
Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed both adventures today, canoeing and kayaking down the Pocomoke River, then heading to Ocean Downs for the Kentucky Derby. Until next time, I'm Dawn Eamon here, your host at Maryland's Coast Adventures.
Thanks for watching Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's Coast Naturally Cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.